Welcome back again, everybody. I am here again with another ROM review. This one is Resurrection Remix, and it is for the Nexus 6. I'm going to try to make this as quickly as quick as possible. So let's get right into it. I am running a theme right off the bat instead of going through the ROM and then doing it. I think this is just going to make the video a little quicker. I know some of you guys have complained about how long my videos run, so I'm going to try to make it quick. This ROM has a lot of customizations to it, so there are quite a few things to go over. So about phone, again, I'm running this on the Nexus 6. This is Resurrection Remix, and this is Lollipop v5.5.7. It is Android version 5.1.1, and if you tap it several times, you will see the Easter egg come up. Tap it, changes colors, tap and hold it, and of course you get the game. I am running HellsCore kernel version 40-HC-B10-T2 with the Mako hot plug, and I am running my SE Linux status permissive. It does come with SuperSU installed on it, so you do not need to flash that. Under developer options, there's your advanced reboot, your app or your root access. You will need to enable that. And this is all what comes in your developer option. Pretty much standard for Lollipop. And I'm not going to go through all of these because the regular settings on this is standard Lollipop settings. I'm going to go into the ones that are different under sound and notification. If you scroll down, you will see that your heads up notification is here. You can turn that on if you like. I'm going to leave that off. That way I don't have notifications popping up while I'm doing the video. Under display, these are your display options. Your LCD density is here. You can change that if you'd like. Everything else looks to be about the same. Now, where you get into your customization at is under configuration, but before we go there, I want to show you the pitch black. Now, if you were to activate this, I am running a theme, so I don't know if that's going to screw with the theme. We will try it. What that does is turn everything black, which you're not going to be able to see because I am running a theme. But it turns everything black in this pinkish red. So I'm going to go ahead and disable that. But it's there if you want it. If you're a person that doesn't run themes, but you like your settings to be dark, that's where you would go to set that. Under configurations, you have your status bar settings. I like the feature, the temperature feature, where you can have the outside temperature displayed on your status bar. I really like this feature. It's been showing up a lot lately in the newer Lollipop builds. Show logo. I do like to show the logo. I'm going to change that color, though, to a green. I know that's not the normal Resurrection Remix color, but it's kind of contrasting. I want a contrast color to go with this theme that I'm running. By the way, the theme that I'm running is from Team Neat. It's just the Neat Dark CM12 theme. I highly recommend it. Now you have your clock and date settings. This is where you would move your clock to the center section. Let's go ahead and make that green too. Those are your other settings for your clock. And you have your battery status style. I actually have mine hidden right now. But you could have it showing your battery percentage. We'll have that next to it. And of course we have a battery bar. I have it set at an orange, so you can see it there. Notification drawer. Here are your tiles. These are what I have configured right now. And this is what I do not have configured. So there are a lot of options in this ROM. And you have your custom color options for your drop down. If you enable that, which I have it disabled because I'm running a theme, but if you were to enable it, it would give you where you could actually change the background color to like a clear if you wanted, a completely see-through. So when you pull your notifications down, they would be completely see-through. And actually, I might just keep that the way it is, like transparent. But you can change your icon colors, your text colors, so on and so forth. That is where you would change that at. Excuse me. I do have a custom header image on there. If you pull that down, you'll notice it shows the weather. If I was to turn that off, that would just be dark. Here's your recent settings. They even have shake to clear and slim recents if you choose to use that. I kind of like the I like the Rolodex in Lollipop, so this is the feature that I use. But also, they have Omni Switch if you want to use that. It is included with this ROM. Under Screen Lock, or your lock screen, you have your shortcut settings, both your middle, you can add something in the middle. Your bottom shortcuts, you can change them. Then Advanced Lock Screen, this is where you change a lot of colors. You could add a blurred effect if you want. That's pretty cool. And you have your lock screen weather settings. And of course your tap settings. Under buttons, there are your nav bar buttons. Here are your dimensions. I have mine, my nav bars tinted like an orange color. Your buttons and layout, this is where you would change it at. I've shown you several times how to do that. You just hit edit, physically touch and move the buttons, and then hit save. Then you can enable or disable the nav ring. I have it enabled. I'm going to disable it. I do not use nav ring, but it's there if you want it. There are your slim dimensions. Under the hardware keys, I do have it enabled so I can use my power button and my volume buttons. Under the power menu, these are the options they give you. Then we have animations. I mean, they have enough there. If you like to play with your animations, that is where you can do it at. The only one that I use in custom ROMs are the scrolling animator, which basically speeds up the scrolling effect, but it is not included on this ROM. Then again, we have gestures. You have your gesture anywhere. The three-finger gesture to swipe 3 fingers down for a screenshot, and it does work. I'll show you right now. Then you have your app bar and your app circle bar. They're basically the same thing, only one is a bar, the other is a semicircle. I like actually using the app circle bar. You enable it, then you would include your apps by touching on it, picking some apps, clicking OK. Then you would set up your trigger width, your trigger position, then your trigger height. Once that's done, once you touch on it, this is what you would get. And it's like having your app drawer, but at a, in a different place, and it's easier to scroll through. Of course, you don't put all your apps there. You would just put your apps that you use the most, and it's just a quick way to get to them. Under miscellaneous, your wake lock blocker, your SE Linux permissive switch to either set it permissive or not. You have your slim sizer, then your widgets, which are your clock widget settings, and your hardware the set up the vibration on your phone. This is where you would do it at here. Performance and tuning. This is where you're going to set up like your battery for performance or balanced or battery saving. That would be your first setting. Then you have your enable per app profiles, your graphic tweaks, and if you're running a custom kernel, even if you're not running a custom kernel, if you want to tweak the kernel that comes with it, it does come with a kernel auditor pre-installed right on it. So you would just go into that and go through your settings. I'm not going to go through everything, but I have it set up to run with the Mako hot plug, and that allows me to run 2 cores for the most part until I reach a high demand, which I have preset, and it will click into more than 2 cores. Those are my hot plug settings. My frequency unplug limit is 2496 megahertz. High load counter is at 3. My load threshold is at 90%. My max load counter is at 50. Then your minute time CPU online is 1, and timer is at 1. But there are a lot of other settings you can get in there. Your vibration settings, just all kinds of settings. If you don't know what you're doing, I would stay out of that. But if you do, it's a good place to go to set up your sound, your touch screen, all kinds of things like that. Last but not least are your updates. This is how you would update the ROM, how to update your gaps. There's the Google Plus site, all of that. And that is pretty much it for this ROM. I gotta say, it's really, really smooth. I really like it a lot. I don't really have anything bad to say about it. I am running Nova Launcher version 3.3. I don't like to go any newer than that because of the settings. I don't like the settings, and I don't like the way the screen's set up, where if you pull your apps off the screen, you lose that screen. Everything is kind of set up from your home screen and then to the right, kind of like the Google Now launcher or your AOSP launcher. It's set up like that. I just don't like it. I like the older style Nova launcher. The icons I'm running are Neon Glow, and of course the wallpaper is from Zedge. Well, guys, I hope you liked the review. If you want to get any of these wallpapers or anything, I will put the links in the description for you. I will also put links to the ROM if you want to download the ROM and give it a try. And I will try to put a link for HellsCore kernel too. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.